Hello friends, today we are going to see subtractor. So what is subtractor? So subtractor is nothing but a subtraction of numbers, and that numbers should be binary numbers. Subtraction of binary numbers we can say. So this is the concept used in digital electronics for subtracting two binary numbers, right? So that is what your subtractor is. So it is a kind of combinational circuit. Generally, it is used in calculators. That means to perform arithmetic operations, right? So, how many types of subtractors are there? So, generally, there are two types of subtractors are there. Which are they? First one is half subtractor, and second one is full subtractor. So, what is half subtractor and what is full subtractor? What is the difference between this half and full subtractor? So we'll see one by one. We'll see first of all half subtractor. So if I want to perform subtraction of two binary numbers of one bit, right? Then we can perform that operation by using half subtractor. So in here we are having two inputs of one bit, right? And what is the output for this? So there will be two outputs, that is difference and borrow. So this is what your half subtractor is. So here what we are doing, we are subtracting two binary numbers of one bit, right? And we are getting the output as difference and borrow. But if I want to perform subtraction of three binary numbers of one bit, can be performed by using half subtractor? The answer is no, and that is the major disadvantage of this half subtractor, right? So that's why full subtractor is introduced. So to overcome this disadvantage of half subtractor, a full subtractor is introduced, right? So here just we'll see first of all half subtractor in detail, right? So we have to draw the circuit for half subtractor. So how we are going to draw the circuit for half subtractor? So step 1, I'll do step by step. Draw the circuit. Draw the truth table. So how to draw the truth table? So to draw the truth table, we are requiring number of inputs and number of outputs. So how many inputs are there? Two inputs are there. So I'll consider A and B as a input, right? Two inputs I had taken and both inputs will be of one bit. So how many total bits will be there? 2. So how many combinations will be there? 4 combinations will be there, right? Now what is the output? Here we are having two outputs, that is difference and another one is borrow, right? So just see the cases. If both the inputs are 0 0, this is case 1. If A equal to 0, B equal to 0, then A minus B equal to 0 minus 0. So for this, difference will be 0 and borrow will also be 0. So here case 1 is applied. Now case 2, if A equal to 0, B equal to 1, then A minus B will be 0 minus 1. In this case, difference will be 1 and borrow will be 1, right? So this case is there. So both difference and borrow will be 1 1. Now case 3. So in case 3, if A equal to 1 and B equal to 0, that means A minus B equal to 1 minus 0. So in this case, difference will be 1 and borrow will be 0. So here difference will be 1 and borrow will be 0. Now case 4, if both the inputs are 1 1, then A minus B will be 1 minus 1. So in this case, difference will be 0 and borrow will be also 0, right? So here we will get 0 0 as an output. Now next thing is that step 2. So for step 2, we have to derive equation. So you can derive equation from the truth table in any of the form, in the SOP or POS form. Just I am deriving equation in SOP form. So for deriving the equation, you can use any of the method, that may be algebraic method or your K-map method. So here the K-map, here you can see that the size of the truth table is small, so that's why I'll use your just algebraic method. So here for difference I will just write. So in SOP form, we are writing the terms, just we can say product terms for output as logic 1, right? So these are two outputs which is logic 1, right? So here I will write for this one a product term. So here in SOP 0 means complemented and 1 means uncomplemented, so that's why I'll get the term A bar B plus. Now for this one I'll write the term, so this is A B bar, right? If I just simplify this expression, so this is what your A XOR B formula, right? So the simplified equation for difference is A XOR B, right? Now next is what I'll just derive the equation for borrow. So here only we can see that in this borrow output column, just output logic 1 is 1, right? So I'll write the product term for this. So for this input is A equal to 0 and B equal to 1, that means here that is A bar B, and this cannot be further simplified. So what can I do here? Now just directly draw the circuit for this. So to draw the circuit, just I'll require this simplified expressions, right? So actually step 3 is a simplification, but already we had simplified this equation here. So I'll directly jump to your circuit diagram, right? So design circuit by using logic gates. So here you can see that A XOR B, that means 2 inputs are required. So I will take 2 inputs, and for implementing this equation I'll require XOR gate. So I will give A and B as an input to the XOR gate. So this is the symbol for XOR gate. So now I'll get here the difference, that is XOR B, right? Now borrow is A bar B. A bar means what? NOT gate is required, so I'll just use NOT gate and give input A to the NOT gate. Now here I'll get output as A bar, and another input is B, right? In between this A bar B there is dot means your AND gate. So I'll use AND gate and give A bar and B as an input to the AND gate, and here I'll get the output for borrow, that is A bar B. So this is the circuit diagram for your half subtractor.